You are watching Khaos Crypto News, the crypto news that you need to know.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Khaos Crypto News, the crypto news that you need to know. I'm your host, Khaos Dubs, and today we're going to be talking about Bitcoin, Solana, of course, XRP, and of course, more regulation and a few other things. So let's jump right into it. So first off, we're going to start talking about some Bitcoin today. How likely is Bitcoin to reach 1 million in the next cycle? There's been a lot of talk, a lot of FUD, a lot of mixed opinions. So we're going to discuss this a little bit. Due to the halving cycle, obviously, this is why Bitcoin goes through these pumps every 4 years. So historically, Bitcoin halving cycles peak within 368 to 550 days after the halving. And then the bottom comes within 779 to 914 days after. Going by the curve, the analyst projects new tops over 200,000 per Bitcoin in 2025 and 500,000 per Bitcoin in 2029. The analyst also compared Bitcoin to gold that currently has an estimated market cap of roughly 13 trillion. Philb noted that if Bitcoin were to entirely capture gold's market cap, its price per coin would reach $670,000. Though gold is unlikely to be completely devalued. That's pretty crazy. It's not a million though. It's like almost just half, you know. Now, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin are commodities, says the CTFC. So that's good news for Ripple for sure. They want me to pay for this article, but at least we get to see the good news. The Commodities Future Trading Commission has declared Ethereum and Litecoin to be commodities in addition to Bitcoin. In an action against Binance, the CTFC said digital assets that are commodities include Bitcoin, Ether, and Litecoin. Obviously, I'm not subscribing to trust nodes, but there you go. Some good information there. Now, the Bitcoin Lightning Network has reached new heights as merchants are ramping up the adoption. With the Lightning Network, sending Bitcoin is instant and a very, very low cost. The Lightning Network has been in development for several years, and the launch of its feature is a significant step forward in adopting Bitcoin as a mainstream payment method. With the Lightning Network, users can send and receive payments as small as a few Satoshis, making it possible to pay for things like articles, videos, and other digital content. Another key benefit is scalability. The Lightning Network enables millions of transactions per second. This scalability is critical for the widespread adoption of Bitcoin. El Salvador's decision to adopt Bitcoin as a legal tender has also contributed significantly to the growth of the network. In Africa, the adoption of cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin, has been driven by the challenges associated with the US dollar. The integration of the Lightning Network with platforms such as Cash App and Twitter has also contributed to its growth. One of the main challenges is the need for widespread adoption, and another challenge is the need for a better user experience, as it's often relatively difficult for your average person who's not computer savvy to be able to jump into this stuff. Overall, the launch of instant borderless payments represents a significant step forward in the evolution of cryptocurrencies. Pretty cool stuff there. It seems like a lot of talk and a lot of buzz is happening, so a lot of stuff is going on behind the scenes right now, I think. Ethereum core devs confirm April 12th date for the Shapella upgrade. So mentioned that a couple episodes ago, and it looks like we're on track here for that. So Shapella is a portmanteau of Shanghai and Capella, and these are the two network upgrades that will happen simultaneously. The Shanghai upgrade is for the consensus layer, and Capella is for the execution layer. The Shapella upgrade as a whole will introduce EIP 4895 to the Ethereum network. This EIP will enable the withdrawal of staked Ether for the first time ever. Shapella has also has other network improvements aimed at optimizing transaction fees for certain activities, and it's all been tested on testnets. So I guess for those who are into the Ethereum side of things, it's pretty exciting. Now, Cointelegraph Markets Pro delivers trading alerts good for 65% gains in a choppy market. Now, this is pretty interesting. Navigating the ever volatile terrain of crypto markets remains one of the most difficult jobs for traders. Shout out, TR, I see you. But much less so for members of the Cointelegraph Markets Pro community. With an institutional grade crypto intelligence platform at the service, Cointelegraph Markets Pro subscribers have been able to spot significant price movements for crypto assets before the market moves on a regular basis. Cointelegraph Market Pro's algorithmic tools, which are designed to spot coins showing historically similar signs to coins that have moved significantly in the past. On-chain activity on OAX skyrocketed 405% on Friday, hitting a massive growth spurt in the potential users of the platform. While this increase does not directly mean a price increase is inevitable, as the other examples show, it demonstrates how on-chain activity could be a precursor to massive price spikes. In this example, OAX's price increases 39% soon after the increase on-chain activity. Arbitrum jumped 14% on news of its listing on Crypto.com. Newsquakes have been the Cointelegraph's Market Pros community most lucrative and trustworthy indicator. Historically, had one bought and held every Newsquakes listing alert for 1 hour, one could have yielded as much as $120,000 from a starting stake of just $1,000. That's 120x profit. While most traders are left to fend for themselves in the highly competitive crypto trading markets, Cointelegraph Markets Pro subscribers find themselves in a community of like-minded individuals fueled by algorithmic tools and institutional-grade data. Now, let's look into this a little bit. So this all sounds well and good, and it's actually something I'm quite interested in myself. So AI-driven indicators that alert you to price movements for every coin before they happen. It sounds an awful lot like the crypto panic that I've mentioned to you guys before a couple times, but the crypto panic is like less updated. It's just a web crawler that essentially finds related keywords. This is like the most up-to-date market-moving data, allegedly. I haven't personally tried it yet, but after you go through the sales page, it explains a whole lot about it, and it tells you how much you're going to save by essentially using their system. I wanted to know the price. Now, it's not even that bad, $150 a month. I mean, it's unaffordable for a lot of people, but considering like a lot of the things where you see a sales page similar to this or like in the thousands, it's relatively reasonable. Even at $1,500 a year, that's really not that crazy. It's not something I can currently afford myself, so I'm not trying to make it seem like, oh, you know, it's cheap or whatever, because it's not. But for what you get, it seems pretty interesting if you could make that kind of money quickly following their signals. Anyway, enough about this. Let's move on here. Definitely check that one out. It's pretty cool. G7 nations seek to enact tougher crypto regulations focused on consumer protections. Officials from Japan, the US, the UK, Canada, France, Germany, and Italy will soon discuss new regulations to increase transparency with crypto companies and bolster consumer protections. The group is hoping to take the lead in formulating global standards. I mean, this whole globalism thing is I'm a little iffy on it myself, but to protect the consumer would be good, but to take away people's rights is not so good. So I feel like we're probably going to lean more towards the latter than the former, but I guess we'll have to see what happens. Now, anyone in the US, big scary things on the horizon for you. VPN users risk 20 years in jail in the US under the new Restrict Act. So let's talk a little bit about what this is and how it might affect you. A bill dubbed the Restrict Act that was submitted to Congress would have severe consequences for VPN users in the United States. The bipartisan Restricting the Emergence of Security Threats and Risk Information and Communications Technology, which is the Restrict Act, was unveiled in early March. It was initially dubbed the TikTok ban bill. Now, I'm sure that sounds familiar to all of you. VPN users could face hefty fines or jail sentences under the bill. People often legitimately use VPN services to add an extra layer of security for web communications. The bill, if passed, would attempt to identify information and communications technology products and services holdings that pose undue or unacceptable risks. Man, a lot of mouthfuls in this one here. This could include VPNs if they are used to access banned websites such as TikTok. This is absolutely overreach if you ask me. The bill also has a long list of communications technologies it intends to scrutinize. These include web hosting, cloud services, content delivery, drones, payment applications, gaming, artificial intelligence, and e-commerce. And there's probably even more that's going to be on that list. Canada's doing this thing right now where they're trying to ban essentially different news sources if it's not Canadian and different creators if it's not Canadian. So they're forcing us to watch content now through YouTube that we don't want to watch, instead of the creators we want to see because they might be from the States or something. This kind of overreach in freedom of expression and overreach on freedom of information is absolutely ridiculous. Not much more to be said, but we have to stop it somehow. Now, we're going to talk a little bit about Stellar Lumens. Again, very similar to XRP in a lot of ways. Price ready to leap if it breaks this resistance. The Stellar price has increased since December of 2022. However, it is yet to break out from the 10-cent long-term resistance area. So if a breakout occurs, The next resistance would be at about 13.5 cents, a level that hasn't been reached since September of 2022. The technical analysis from the daily time frame provides a more decisively bullish outlook. I used to hold XLM personally, but I'm not holding it anymore. But at these prices, it might be worth checking out. Again, not financial advice. What a Ripple victory in the long-running SEC lawsuit will mean for crypto markets. Now, we kind of touched on this a little bit last week, but with the official ruling expected in just a matter of days, what could it mean for the larger markets? Well, according to the SEC, XRP is classified as a security under the Howey test. And of course, Gary Gensler thinks everything's a security. Ripple has fervently disputed the SEC's allegation. It argues that XRP is not a security and that the SEC has overstepped its regulatory authority. Brad Garlinghouse made the final submission to the court on December 2nd. Ripple's native cryptocurrency, XRP, is soaring amid anticipation that the ruling will favor Ripple. The extended lawsuit between the fintech firm and the regulatory watchdogs could directly affect the overall market. If Ripple wins, which Garlinghouse expects to conclude by 2022 to 2023, it could change how by Q2 of 2023, it could change how the SEC regulates crypto overall. Now, there's a bunch of different possible outcomes and implications there as well. So you can definitely check that out on Be in Crypto if you want to go more in detail there. But, we're sitting at 50 cents right now, so XRP social dominance skyrockets as token price surges to 50 cents. Despite the cryptocurrencies market receiving a tough blow in the form of U.S. Commodity Futures and Trading Commission suing the world's largest crypto trading platform, Binance, the XRP token seems to be doing just fine as its price crossed the 49-cent threshold, followed by a strong increase in social dominance of its network. The social dominance of XRP has reached its highest point in a year after XRP surpassed the 49-cent psychological threshold for the first time since November 6. This is super exciting times. Discussions about the network have hit a 50-week high after the token's price reached its 21-week high. Its social dominance levels, demonstrating that nearly 2% of all discussions about cryptocurrency are related to XRP. That is crazy. And again, we never left the top 10 despite everything going on. 2023 is considered one of the most monumental periods for this cryptocurrency in terms of adoption and regulatory development, indicating the possibility of it being one of the 5 cryptocurrencies poised for massive growth this year. I definitely think XRP is one of the coins to be in if you're not. No, not financial advice. As XRP bounces higher, can it take the whole XRP Ledger along for the ride? Now, of course, as many of us are into Reaper, we are just waiting and hoping that happens. Ripple's social dominance has skyrocketed, reflecting its popularity in the crypto space. While XRP enjoyed a comfortable bull rally, XRPL's network stats seem to have declined. The total number of transactions executed on the network went down after spiking on the 19th of March. As XRP continues to pump, will XRPL benefit from it? It is possible that XRP's popularity can help attract new users to the XRPL. The number of new accounts activated on the network increased in March. Moreover, the daily amount of XRPL trust lines created has gone up lately, suggesting even more usage. All this is pointing to exactly where we need to go, straight to the moon. I don't know about you, but I'm super excited about this. XRP's price prediction has $4 billion in trading volume floods in. Are whales buying before the lawsuit conclusion? Is this part of the pre-conclusion jitters that Patrick was mentioning? With the coin's 24-hour trading volume reaching $4 billion, it seems that many traders are stocking up on XRP in preparation for a positive decision for Ripple. As things stand, XRP's indicators remain very bullish, although there may not be much time left before they enter overbought territory. If XRP can convincingly break the 50-cent mark, there's a good chance that further gains will be achieved. And currently, just before this video, when I was last looking, it was hovering right around that 49.50 mark. It was like at 50.0001 cents. So that's pretty cool. We're definitely having something happen. XRP holders could be waiting a bit longer, however, with Ripple's CEO, Brad Garlinghouse, merely saying that he expects an end to the case this year, which could mean another few months or even longer, although I kind of doubt it. Erky's prediction, I think, was pretty close. Although it didn't happen yet, I think it's coming. Now, veteran trader Peter Brandt gets bashed by the XRP community. Here's what happened. Brandt had tweeted in a reaction to a WSJ report citing the CFTC lawsuit slammed on Binance. Brandt commented, "It was just a matter of time before this happened to Binance. Justice is justice. Is Ripple the next domino to fall?" This caught the attention of the XRP community, rightly, who voiced their disappointment. Well, a user asked, "Are you suggesting they will be sued by the CFTC after this 2-year battle with the SEC. Now, I think that's pretty funny because I don't think that's going to happen, but it does appear that that's what this guy is suggesting here. We've got a couple more on the roster for today. Binance spot trading halted due to issue on trailing stop orders. Now, this is a few days old, but the reason I'm bringing this up is because it brings up a really good and interesting point about what might happen when things start to move. Veteran traders have seen this before, right? You know, you'll see a coin pumping and you'll try to go trade it for something else, but they've blocked trading on the main platform, such as Binance. Crypto exchange Binance encountered a major issue on the 24th with spot trading on the platform. We're aware of an issue impacting spot trading. All spot trading is currently temporarily suspended as we work to resolve this as soon as possible. Funds are SAFU, CZ says, as always. So it's just one of those things. The funds might be safe, but if you're unable to transfer out to, say, a stable coin or another token while you have gains, then, I mean, those gains may not last long. You see sometimes, especially when new coins launch, you'll see it spike up like 1,000% in the first bar, and that's usually on a 5 or 10 minute graph, and then it just drops right down on the next bar. So, I mean, sometimes you don't have time to wait an hour or 2 hours to go, to an exchange. So, I mean, good lessons there. Probably not all exchanges are going to be doing that kind of thing all at the same time. So definitely have a few exchanges in your pocket. Don't put all your eggs in one basket as usual. DEXs are also another good option, although they may be a little more complicated due to slippage, and you may pay more in fees depending on exactly what you plan on doing with the DEX. Another thing is keep things in cold storage. I mean, that's a great idea, but you might not be able to access it when you need to do it. So have a backup plan. I got one more thing to talk about with y'all today here. And it's kind of funny because does anyone really care about Solana? Traders fear collapse as Solana price falls below $20. And after that last network outage a few weeks back there, 2.5, 3 weeks ago, I'm surprised to see it have climbed up again, but now it's going down again, which is not surprising. The SOL price has fallen under a long-term descending resistance line since reaching an all-time high price of $259 and 90 cents in November 2021. The downward movement led to a low of $8 in December 2022. However, if the rejection continues, the SOL price could fall to single digits again. So, I mean, this is more just out of poking fun at the Solana community. Sure, people have made some money there, but I mean, that's just not a reliable platform. Look at XRP. Look at Cardano. As much as people shit on Cardano, Cardano's never had any moves quite like that. And yet, Cardano's a way more stable platform with better development, if you ask me. But anyway, thank you all for tuning in. This has just been a quick Khaos crypto news for you. We're going to be trying to do these more regularly. I've just been super swamped with some outside projects, so we're going to be coming in with more crypto news for y'all. Again, thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Take care. We'll see you on the flip side on the moon. Shout out Reckless. Tiara was here as well. But anyway.